Hi, it's Lynn, and welcome back to my channel. So I received a few requests about sharing what I eat in a day to help my hair regrowth from early scarring alopecia. So what I'm going to do today is share some of the staple meals that I ate, especially in those first several months. I was really diligent about the foods that I ate once I got that, actually even before I got the formal diagnosis, but once I met with the doctor and we did all the blood work and we saw the areas, it was realized what my triggers were for me. One of the key triggers, in addition to the hormonal issues, is lactose. So I had to eliminate all lactose, which is for the most part everything that's milk based, except for ghee, because they pull the lactose out of that. I can talk about that at another time. I'm going to share what I ate especially for those first several months, and then I'll share some of the details around why and then my plans going forward. So first up is my supplementation. I did a video on supplementation. I'll link to that here, but the first thing that I do when I get up in the morning, I take a glass of water and then I'll take all of my vitamins and supplements. I take them, I'm able to take them all on an empty stomach. Not everybody can do that, but I typically do that. And so I take my regular medicine. I take black currant oil, which is a new addition. I'll talk about that in another video. Turmeric and black pepper, spearmint, pumpkin seed oil, and of course, vitamin D. Make sure you take vitamin D. So those are the things that I take in the morning. I'll take a cup of coffee with some type of non-dairy creamer in it. I do not add sugar to my coffee or to my tea in the morning. And I do use, right now, my latest kick it's called milked walnuts, which is like a walnut milk. It's a plant-based milk. Love it in my coffee with a dash of cinnamon. And then I also will use, Silk has a non-dairy heavy whipping cream. I use that as well in my coffee with no sugar. It's really good. So first order of the day is usually coffee. And then my first meal usually is either at lunchtime or like around 11 o'clock. I was trying intermittent fasting for a while. I just am typically not hungry in the morning. And so I choose not to eat if I'm not hungry. And so my first meal is usually around 11, or that first meal is lunch. So when I just started this journey and early on in the journey, what I would do is I would make my breakfast my lunch meal. So I would eat breakfast foods for lunch. So typically what you can expect to see, I would have some type of scrambled eggs. I would use sometimes I would have toast, sometimes not. I really ended up, if I had toast, it would be sourdough, because sourdough bread typically doesn't have any milk in it. And it's good for the gut health. And so I would have usually a scrambled egg with some type of protein, some greens, and then a green smoothie, or a raspberry smoothie, something that incorporated anti-inflammatory fruits. There was a lot of research out that said that we should be getting like 2 cups of berries per day, because they're high in anti-inflammatory properties. And so you could typically, on any given day, I would have, and sometimes I would incorporate the toast, like an avocado toast. You'll see I have avocados here with sun-dried tomatoes, scrambled eggs, and some turkey bacon. Sometimes I use regular bacon, doesn't matter. Sometimes I added the bread with the sourdough toast, with the avocado, with the scrambled eggs, and some sprouts, like some alfalfa sprouts or some broccoli sprouts, and then bacon. So again, adding in some greens, adding in protein, adding in avocado, which is also really good for gut health and heart health. Another thing that I would have for lunch sometimes would just be, again, plain piece of toast. This one, I don't know that I have any egg on this one. This one is a piece of toast. I have avocado, I have some pine nuts, some radishes, black pepper, red onions, and that was delicious. I don't know why I haven't, and some hummus. I put hummus on her too, so I need to try that again. So that's something that I ate. And another afternoon snack, I would have a matcha latte. I make that at home with my little frother, some plant-based milk, some matcha green tea, and make a nice cup of tea in the afternoon, which was really good. And dinner typically would be salmon and some type of salad with nectarines. You'll see here nectarines and red onions. Now, granted, I'm not doing this every day. I need to do it every day. I need to be more diligent at it. I was really good at it the first several months. I feel like I kind of slipped a little bit, but these are the things that, because I was documenting this because I thought it'd be helpful to share the story if it worked. And so these are the things that I try to incorporate several times a week. Some other things that I included, in addition to some other protein, because I do eat meat and I eat poultry. Oven baked wings and then some greens, and the salad is also something that was really helpful. And then I became a big fan of ramen. And so I make ramen sometimes. We probably do ramen a couple times a month, but I try to go light on the noodles to just to not have too many carbs necessarily. But you'll see that's a high protein ramen bowl with the meat or the beef, and the egg and the edamame, high in fiber and high in protein. So that's something that that's a typical dinner. These are typical dinners for me when I'm not eating out or not lazy. And then the other thing that's really important is my nighttime supplements. And so every night I take magnesium. I take 2 magnesium pills. I get those at Trader Joe's. And then I also take a turmeric and black pepper when I feel like I might be having either a relapse or my scalp gets a little bit itchy, or I'm shedding a little bit more than I think I should be. So I'll take the turmeric and black pepper, and also sometimes I'll take an extra pumpkin seed oil because that also reduces the hormonal stuff that sometimes can get in the way. So those are typically the things. That's typically what I eat, what I was eating those first several months. I'm happy to do another video that's really even more specific, that shows here are the this is me literally on a day. Doing this video actually reminds me that I need to probably get back on track with being a little bit more diligent with the way that I'm eating and what I'm eating. So thanks for everyone who asked for this video, because you're helping me do this. So hopefully this is helpful to you, and please like and share, and I'll see you in the next video.